James Holmes was not insane. Let's keep it real. That dude was actually sane. He knew exactly what he was doing. He's not fooling anyone. Because rest assured, every time when blacks commit violent crimes, I don't ever hear anyone say that it's due to them being insane. Insanity had nothing to do with James's actions. Something else is going on is the reason why he did what he did. And him being insane, him being mentally insane had nothing to do with it. If James wouldn't have got caught, he never would have referenced him being the Joker. The only reason he referenced being the Joker is when he got caught by the police. He figured, yeah, I'm in a Batman movie. Why not say that I'm the Joker? But you look nothing like the Joker. You don't have any face paint, and your hair is not green. Come on, dude. Who are you fooling? You're not fooling anybody. You look like the distant cousin of Carrot Top. All right, so just looking at this unfortunate situation, this is what we should learn from it. Is that regardless of your tax bracket or ethnicity, anyone can commit a crime. Anyone can commit a crime. It's not safe anywhere. As we've seen within churches, as we now seen within movie theaters, clubs, public facilities, crime can be committed. Even in your own house, crime can be committed. Whether you were raised in the suburbs or in the projects, trailer parks, wherever, there is unlimited possibility for criminals to come forth and commit violent, unfortunate acts. Here we have a young man who was raised in the suburbs in a two-parent household. Two-parent household. But then again, we have to look into the household. We have to look into that parent household and see if did the parents actually do their job? Because it's one thing to live in a household with adults, but actually the adults have a positive impact on your life, or you learn something from from your parents, and you can take what you learn and turn it into something positive for your own lives. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about kids being raised in two parent households or single parent households, just looking at this situation, I've come to the conclusion that now it only depends if the parents were really active in their children's lives and they actually made some type of positive impact on their kids, to where when they get of age, they can apply what they learn into their own lives and live in a positive manner. So so we really have to look into when people say, "Oh, he was raised in a two-parent household. He came out pretty good. He's gonna be a good man." I don't know about all that. Yeah, there are exceptions to the rules, but man, this type of situation, I don't really see it that way. So whenever we get into discussions about race, right, and how there's always, always this microscope of how of blacks, and discussing about what goes on in the black community and how it's being affected negatively due to black men and women growing up in one parent household, and how most of the negativity happens within the black community. It's like, wow, okay, well, here we have a guy who was raised in the suburbs. He was raised in a two-parent home, who happens to be college educated and committed a crime, who didn't single out his victims. It didn't matter it didn't matter the color of their skin. It didn't matter what class they were in. It didn't matter their age differences. It didn't matter what gender they were. It didn't even matter, because in the movie theater, here you have a public facility where no one is excluded. James Holmes' status and his upbringing affected the lives of those who were in the theater, who were either black, white, Asian, Hispanic, who were middle class or wealthy or rich, or whether they were 5 years old to 24 years old to 44 years old, whether they were male or female. Everyone was affected. No one was zeroed in. All these random people were victims of a guy who was raised in a two-parent household in the suburbs, who was college educated, and let's keep it real, was a white person. So it's like, What does that say about individuals who grew up completely opposite of what we assume criminals originated from? Think about that. I mean, when you look at an incident such as the Aurora movie theater shooting, right, the massacre, you would think an incident like that would happen with someone who had a terrible upbringing, or he grew up in a low poverty environment where all he saw was illegal activity and was raised by a drug induced single parent. But that's not what happened. Again, this is a college educated person who grew up in a two parent suburban household who committed a heinous fucking act on people whose race, ethnicity, age, class, gender had nothing to do with it. None of those traits had anything to do with him going in and just shooting people. And I'm no longer going to sugarcoat it, but when white people have these discussions pointing at blacks, I'm like, oh, that's all they do is commit crimes. Y'all need to look at your own group and rectify the bullshit that goes on in your own community, because you guys are creating killers also. So, I mean, quit ignoring the capabilities of violent individuals who comes out of your own fucking neighborhood. Let's not forget also earlier that week, last week, in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, which, by the way, my younger brother, he attends the school of the University of Alabama. Roll freaking Tide. But a 44-year-old man by the name of Nathan Wilkins went into a bar which majority white attendants were in, and he shot 18 people. My point in saying that is, race has nothing to do with people committing violent crimes. So that's why I continue to shake my head when people act as if race has everything to do with a person committing crimes. Oh, he's black. Oh yeah, he's prone to commit crimes. When are y'all gonna wake the fuck up? When are y'all really gonna wake up? So many people want to point to one group saying, oh, how bad they are. They are so evil. They are such savages. That's all they do, when they ignore their next door neighbor who's in the same class and the same race as them. Just because you're black doesn't mean you're built to become violent. Nor does being white has anything to do with you being violent as well. And I don't want to hear this, oh, they're exception to the rule BS. 50 victims didn't see it like that. The victims weren't staring at the barrel of a person who's an exception to the fucking rule. So please don't come on my page with that. Don't even come at me with that. Because that's complete and utter bullshit. So, to be honest, since we always talk about let's keep it real, let's be truthful, white people don't come at me with black people always commit violent crimes or commit crimes. They're savages. When we see time and time again that whites also commit savage crimes and cause the most deaths and suffering in a single day or a single fucking night. If we want to have an open, honest discussions, then let's cover it all across the board. Let's just like you guys always talk about, black people don't get upset when you quote unquote speak the truth. Don't get upset when black people such as myself speak the truth regarding your race as well. Let's be honest. Okay? Alright. Moving on. So let's talk about the possibility of having even more stricter gun control laws, if that even if that really even exists. Having stricter gun control laws is only going to make it difficult for citizens who really obey by the law. That's my personal opinion. That's what I've seen so far. How is gun control going to keep someone who doesn't give a damn about laws from purchasing the firearm? You know what I'm saying? A person who doesn't give a damn about the law he's going to go over to Snaky Boy's house and purchase a 38 or an AK-47. Or, this person can go over to Billy Joe's house and purchase, a machine gun. Come on, man. I mean, they may not be able to go to the stores and purchase it legally, but they're going to be able to purchase it out there on the streets. Reality is, yeah, he may suffer the consequences for his actions by firing an illegal firearm at a person. That is, if he gets caught. But it's too little too late. Because he or she already implemented his actions. The victim's already dead. The victim's already on life support in the hospital. So what good has stricter gun control laws done for him? I mean, I would like to know, for example, how stricter gun control laws is going to protect law-abiding innocent civilians after he or she has been shot due to a robbery attempt. or due to a robbery. You know, what's going to stop a person who doesn't obey by the law from going up into a convenience store and shooting innocent people who's not even who doesn't even have any weapons they damn selves? There are, unfortunately, y'all, unfortunately there are U.S. citizens who don't even give a fuck about the U.S. laws and carry weapons to use for offensive tactics. Carjack somebody, or home invasions, or to rob a bank, or to go up to a convenience store and rob the clerk. Me being a law-abiding citizen, I mean, I would purchase a firearm for the purpose of defense. I wouldn't just go out there and just start, robbing people or committing offensive tactics. I would purchase a firearm just for the purpose of defending myself from these assholes who want to take what I earned in a legit manner. I buy a new car. Somebody run up on me with a legal firearm, talking about some get up, fuck nigga. Nah. There's nothing I could do against someone who goes against the grain and want to take their firearm to an establishment that's open to the public. Nothing I can do that's going to stop somebody from coming into a movie theater or to a mall or to a restaurant where it's open to the public and they just start going on a freaking shooting rampage. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do against someone who goes against the laws that says you cannot carry your firearm into a public place. Nothing I can do but be a victim. And it's unfair. And it would cost me my life, all because I followed the rules and regulations, but this asshole over here didn't even do that. So I would like to know, how would stricter gun control laws, how would that be enforced? How are individuals who use firearms for offensive purposes be unable to harm those who are weaponless? I definitely would like to know when it comes down to that, especially during the presidential debate. I really would like to know their policies on gun control. Just give me more. I just want to know more about it. So that's all I really want to speak on, man. So let me go ahead and conclude this video. In conclusion, y'all, James Holmes wasn't insane. He knew what the hell he was doing. Him referring to himself as the Joker is an excuse to claim insanity. Especially when his image and his agenda was nothing like the Joker character in the films or in the comics. Committing violent crimes isn't a race thing and is definitely not a black thing. And we continue to see how that's a lie. There are too many freaking examples that proves how whites also commit violent crimes as well, y'all. Come on now. And it seems as if making the statement he or she grew up in a two-parent household or a single-parent household only depends on if the parents were really active in their children's lives and it really made a positive impact or an example to where their children can take what they learn from their parents and apply it to their own lives in a positive way. And also, how would stricter gun control laws be enforced? Because no matter how strict you get with these policies, it's not stopping people who don't give a damn about gun laws from owning a gun. So how are law-abiding citizens going to protect themselves from people who don't abide by the law? That's it. So that's it for this video. This is your boy Macadon. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, I'm gone.